I don't even know what to say, honestly. I'm just going to do a bunch of it. An intro. Yeah. Intro. I'm Naveen. Hey guys, it's Naveen. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to do stability when it comes to the squat. So the squat consists of three major muscle groups: your glutes, your quads, and your hamstrings. So we're going to do different stability exercises, and I'll talk about what the emphasis is on for those particular exercises, and I'll tell you why we do what we do. Also, another thing we're going to focus on is ankle mobility, which we'll talk about later. So one of the first things I like to do for stability is a box step up. And I like to do one leg at a time. Especially for movements like squats, it's always good to isolate one limb at a time. So this one, it's going to be very basic. You're just going to step up. And this might be easy for most people, but the fact that you're using one leg at a time makes it a little bit harder, creates a little bit of instability. Another thing you can do to have more emphasis on the glutes and your hamstrings is to lean forward as you step up and your knee goes over your toe. Now it's much harder because it's less on the quads, it's more on the glutes and the hamstrings to create more balance. You can make this very dramatic by doing what I do. You can get creative with these kind of things. And you can hold it for about a few seconds so that your body has to fight to create that stability. Hey, shut the A great way to isolate one leg at a time is to do lunges. There's a lot of lunges you can do. I'm going to focus on the forward lunge and the reverse lunge for today. So you can just get into position, and go forward, and then come back up. Go forward, come back up. The fact that we're doing one leg at a time creates a little bit of instability. So this is very basic. It's going to be easy for a lot of you. Nothing you can do to make it harder, get on your toes, and your knee goes over your toes. Now you're using your quads more. It's going to be more for an explosive movement. I'm just adding sound effects to make it harder. Do a bunch of those. Don't forget the other leg too. This yoga block will make it a little bit harder. It's going to create a little bit of instability now. This is actually very advanced. Even I might fall. If I do fall, hopefully we can get another trainer to do these videos because it'll be the end of me.
If you fall, am I allowed to laugh?
You can laugh. As long as you pick up my body afterwards. So as you can see, this is really hard to do because now you have an instability created by the yoga block. And your ankle is stabilizing too. Your back leg is stabilizing a lot. Oh God. If you fall, just get back up. As long as you don't die. Do that for the other leg too. But for the other leg, I'm going to show you something else. So I want your foot to be completely flat on the Bosu. If you see yourself tilting to one side or the other, make sure to correct it. Again, it creates more instability because Bosu is just a ball with air, half a ball. Whatever. It's a ball. It's a circle, semicircle. Oh God. So if you want to make it harder, you can move your back foot, oh God, parallel or perpendicular, whatever you call, in a straight line to your body. Now, much more unstable. Yeah, legs on fire. You can barely talk while demonstrating. You see how my foot is shaking and I'm shaking? I'm just, you get the point. This is really hard. And the reason you're shaking is because all the muscles in your leg are being activated to make sure you don't fall, to create that stability. I'm going to put this away. Something a little bit harder than a forward lunge is a reverse lunge. Instead of doing a reverse lunge, we're going to do something called curtsy lunges, where you go backwards and sideways. Now, going backwards puts more emphasis on the glutes and your hamstrings as opposed to the quads that were primarily being used in the forward lunge. Make it a little bit more unstable. Grab a weight. Now we can use the shoulder to help you too. Not help you, but make it more complicated. Now as you go back, you can do a shoulder press, then come back up. Now your back has been activated too. Back has been activated to keep you upright. Your shoulders working too. And I'm running out of breath. There you go. A lot of variations for lunges. Let me see what else we have. I wrote it all down. We're going to do another stability exercise for the squat. So, again, for stability when it comes to squat, I always like to emphasize one leg at a time. One of the best stability exercises for the squat is the Bulgarian split squat. I'm sure you all heard of it. I'm sure you all seen it at some point. You just never tried it because it sucks, and it does suck, but it's also great. That's like life, right? Everything that's great sucks. So, you position your feet properly. Make sure you're not too far apart. The closer you are, the more unstable you're going to be. You're going to focus on bringing this back leg down and come back up. You can see my ankle is stabilizing right now, my quad stabilizing, and your back leg is actually doing some work. Your glutes are being engaged right now, and you're stretching out your quad. So this is great in all facets, but we're focused on stability right now. Another thing I like to do is a pistol squat. I'm not that great at doing the pistol squat without a TRX, so I'm going to use the TRX. Again, we're focusing on one leg at a time. I'm going to start off with my right leg, because that's my dominant leg. I'll switch to my left leg too. I want the TRX close to your body. Your left leg sticks out. Go all the way down. Come back up. This is going to work on your ankle mobility a lot. Also, it's going to light a fire in your quads and your glutes. And you're going to wish this exercise didn't exist, but it does. There's a reason it exists, because it sucks. Now you can switch to your left leg, do the same thing. Again, try not to pull on the TRX too much. You're not trying to do a pull-up. You're trying to make your legs do all the work. Do one more just for fun. Whew. That's gonna get your legs firing. Your quads working, your ankle is all over the place trying to stabilize. Make sure you don't fall. Last one, I'm gonna show you. It's a squat, but it's gonna be with the Bosu. I call this one the motherfucker, because that's how much it sucks. So get on the Bosu. Oh man, I'm sweating all over the place. That's when you know you're working hard. The shit I do for you guys. So try to get stable. For some of you, just getting on here and stabilizing is good enough. As you can see, I'm all over the place right off the bat. So get stable, and then you can squat down. And you see how I'm shaking? That means my body is trying to stabilize, keep everything even. And right here is where I want you to hold it. Now, all the small muscles are working because you're in the middle of a squat and your body's like, what's going on? It wants a stable surface. And hold that, and you enjoy the pain. If there's no pain, there's no pleasure. If there's no pleasure, then what's the point of life? And they come back up slowly. You see how I'm shaking? That's because my muscles are working. I'll do one more just for demonstration purposes. Go down as low as you can. If you can't go that low, that's fine. If you have great mobility, I want you to go all the way down. Almost sit on your heels and come back up slowly. Feel it. Feel the blood rushing. It's like you're doing a dance, but this dance is no fun. Feel that burn. Try to stabilize the whole time. Try not to let the Bosu take over. You are in control of the Bosu. You are in control of your life. You show the Bosu who's in charge. Then you jump off. And you hope you land safely. If you don't, face plant, get back up, get some surgery done, you're all good. So, those are some those are some exercises that you can do to help with stability when it comes to the squat. Again, stability is important because it's going to work on those small muscle groups that are often neglected. Man, running out of breath here. It's fucking Bosu. Stability works on the small muscle groups that often get neglected when you do big compound exercises with a solid base like a squat, where you don't really necessarily have to work on your ankle stabilizing, your ground being leveled or not leveled. You know what I'm trying to say. Try stability. It's gonna light a fire up in your legs, and it's gonna be extremely beneficial when it comes to strength gains and muscle gains and overall longevity and health. That's it from me. I'm Naveen. Hope you enjoyed this and hope you got something out of this. If you didn't, leave a comment saying how you didn't get anything out of it, and I will read it, print it out, and burn it. Signing off. Fuck this thing.